Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am planning on doing a crazy design, maybe two. So I have already like some inspo pictures in mind, and I was thinking of using maybe some from Nails by Dev. If you guys haven't heard of her, she is an incredible nail artist. She does some crazy designs, and I'm looking at her Instagram right now, looking at some inspos. For example, these, very detailed designs. So that's what we're gonna be doing today, and I hope it comes out okay. So yeah, I'm gonna look for a design, and then we're gonna try it out. I was kind of thinking of doing some kind of Stitch theme, like how she has right here, but just not Halloween. Okay, so I think I got a good picture that I want to do, and it's gonna be Stitch. I got these what are these called? I forgot what they're called, but I got these and this little pen. So draw the design and then afterwards paint, So we're gonna do these, and then we're gonna do Stitch. I'm gonna pop up the picture that I'm gonna do, so let's get into it. Okay, so here's my little swatch stick and my pen. Now I'm gonna start by sketching my desired picture of the stitch that I want to do. And in my opinion, for me, how this works for me is I don't really need my sketch to be beautiful and perfect, like how a lot of people do it so neatly and so well. I cannot do that, but I just sketch it out really quickly, like the little lines, and and then afterwards, when I put my polish on, is when I go very detailed with it. So here I'm just gonna sketch out this. I'm sketching the mouth right now. I sketched out the head and the ear, if you guys don't know if you guys didn't notice. But I'm gonna sketch this out and then get into detail when I use my polish. I also, if you guys wanted to know, this pen and the swatches I got from Big 5 Nail Supply Store, and that's located in Mesa, Arizona. But I purposely got these white swatches for this reason, so that when I do designs, I don't have to put a polish beforehand. And also, if let's say that I messed up on the pen writing, get a little acetone, clean it up, and it'll go away. Just as simple as that. But yeah, so here I'm just sketching out the little green skirt. We're doing little Hawaiian style. So I was sketching out the little skirt. Now we have the eye. Just make sure you're going in confidently. You're not, right now it looks a mess, but I promise you later on it's gonna look so much better and so much cleaner. Okay, so right now in just a sec, I'm gonna show the photo that I used to sketch him out. And now we're gonna go in with the filling in. We're gonna start with the polish. I'm gonna use this beautiful, a royal blue for his fur, and we're gonna outline. Now, when going in with this, you do not want to be scared. And for me, I'm a very shaky person. So being a nail artist, sometimes it's frustrating when your hands just shaking all the damn time. But we're going to go in with this beautiful blue, and we're going to start filling in around the outer of the nose and the eyes, the whole, the face. And like I said, you don't want to be afraid when going in. You want to be very confident, oh, just fill it in, get these lines out, and you're gonna do good, you know what I mean? And it does take a lot of practice. Before I did nails, well, during kind of when I was doing nails, I drew a lot, so I have a lot of drawings, and that's why for me this wasn't so difficult. But I honestly really loved how this turned out. So yeah, we're gonna go in and filling everything, all the blue, his ear, his body, his face. Since we're filling in, I just want to clarify, all the sketch that we just did, you don't have to worry about it, for example, if it disappeared or you can't see it anymore, because later on, we're going to go back in with black and outline, everything that we need to do to outline. But you just have to worry about it coming out how you want it to come out. So like I said before, we're going in with all this blue, and for example, the little hand thing that I drew later on, you're gonna see that I cover it up with the blue. But again, later on, again, we are going to like retry it. So yeah, just don't worry about the sketch. The sketch is just to help you, to lead you in the right direction of the filling in, you know, getting that desired look that you were hoping for and wanting. So the sketch is like just like a temporary thing. It's just there to help you with your design. Like my stitch here, like it's helping me fill in the parts that I need to fill, and it's like I'm not eyeballing everything, you know. I think that would be so much more difficult, but I would 10 out of 10 recommend the pen before polish. I did enjoy it, and I really thought it helped me like big time. Here, as you can see, is where I was saying that we were going to cover the hand up, where he's doing his little dance move. But now we're going to cure it up, so anything else that we do, it doesn't mess up the blue. You got to make sure that you cure like basically every step. And now we're going to go in with this other beautiful blue. This one is a darker blue than from the one that we used before. And with this color, I'm going to go in with his nose. Now, in the sketch, the photo that I'm using, his nose is a little bit bigger than what I drew. Like the whole sketch is a little bit bigger than what I drew. I just think that my stiletto swatch was just skinnier, you know. She would use a square now. So my stitch is a little smaller than hers, but here I am drawing his nose, and we're going to cure this as well. And then after this, I mixed the blue, the first blue I showed you guys, I mixed that with a little bit of white, and I got this beautiful baby blue. And we are going to use this for the outer of his eyes, because he has like a lighter blue for his eyes, a little bit of his lip going on that you guys will later on see, and also for his tummy. You can also finally see it starting to come together, which got me excited. I'm like, oh, it's coming together, it's gonna come together. So yeah, you can see it starting to come together, and I honestly, like I said before, I loved how it came out. But yeah, let's continue doing the eye. So we're going to continue sketching out the eye, and this eye is going to be bigger than the next one because his angle was like kind of like turned for the dance move that he's doing. So like his eye is like his second eye is like more distance eye, and this one's just like close up. So yeah, we're just going to fill this in, and then after this one, we're going to go in with the next eye. Okay, so here it might look a little too much here, too big, so I did go back in and fix it and clean it up. But this is how it came out, and I'm showing you how I was cleaning it up right here. You don't need to worry about making mistakes because mistakes are always fixable. For example, here I drew the eye a little too big, but it's okay because I went back in and I cleaned it up. So yeah, let's cure this. And then after this, we're going to go in with the second eye. And I'm going to show you guys what I meant by that distance thing. So here we're going to just fill this in as well. And we are going to make this a little smaller and make sure like it doesn't go over the ear as well, because it got to make it look like it's a head turn, you know. But yeah, so the first eye I think came out really well. And then the second one, you'll see that it also, I think it came out well as well. See how I did the line by the ear, so it looks like it's turned. Later on with the black, we're going to go in and make it look like, you know, more detailed. But yeah, we're going to cure this eye as well so that nothing messes up. So everything that all of our hard work stays intact. But here is what I was talking about, the little lip thing, the light blue lip thing that he has as well going on. So we did this as well, and then now the tummy. He has like a light blue to the tummy, so we're gonna kind of trace that out, and then we're gonna fill it in, and then we're gonna cure it. Okay, so now that we have all of our dark blue, the nose dark blue, and our baby light blue color all filled in, here's a little, side-by-side comparison of how it's looking like so far. We are gonna start mixing these two colors. So I mixed the two greens so that I could get like a lighter-ish, like the mix of it is just a pretty color, and it just matched the photo more of the green that I used for the leaves for everything. But we're gonna start filling in each little leaf, and then we're gonna do his little skirt as well. And then we're gonna outline everything, draw his hand, and do his little bracelet leaf as well. Now that we have our little crown leaf on his head done, cured, we're gonna go in with his little skirt that he has going on, which is so adorable. And you can see here that when I fill this in, it is not perfect whatsoever. I'm just basically doing like these little triangles on the bottom, It does not have to be perfect because, like I've said like 1,000 times, which you could probably getting irritated, we are going to outline. So as long as you have that option to outline, everything should be fine, because here everything just looks kind of like plopped on, but I'm telling you now, the outline of it all brings it together and just makes it look 10 times better. And if you hadn't noticed, I did end up putting a glove on because it started getting a little messy on my fingers. So yeah, I did add a glove. Now here is where I was saying we're gonna go draw the hand again. We're gonna fill in with the original blue that we had used the first time for his fur, for his color. So we're gonna go in and draw his hand, and then we're gonna fill it in, just outline and fill it in with the same color blue. You might not notice it too much, it might not be too noticeable, but after outlining, after adding his little claws and his bracelet, it is so much more noticeable, and it comes out honestly really good. So here we have it all filled in now, and it looks very nice and neat and cute. Here's my little lunch break, you know what I mean? And then we go right back into it. So here I am going to start with his claws, and we went back in with the same blue that I used for his nose. And then again, it might not be too noticeable, but when we go back in outlining the black, you're gonna be able, it'll be very visible, you'll be able to see it. And here is how the claws came out. They came out very sharp, and I did do the leaf bracelet off camera just because it was so much more, tinier. And you guys might think that drawing and filming is easy for me, but the phone is like in my face and I could hardly see. I have to be turning my head to the side. This was so difficult to do. But anyways, back to this video. We're gonna go in with black and fill in his mouth so that we can prepare for his teeth and his tongue. I get very into it, and I have to make sure everything's just like perfect. So, especially in real time, this video, it might seem like frustrating, like, hurry up, like, just draw the lines, you know? But when doing it, it's like you're trying so hard to not mess up. Like, you're trying so hard to not get, for example, here, no black outside of where it's not supposed to be. But yeah, so we're gonna go in and start doing like the little smile line type thing. So yeah, like I said, we can prepare for everything else that we need to do. Now that we have finished the mouth, which came out bomb, we're gonna go and start doing the inner eyes, like the black of it. And we're basically gonna do like the same thing we did with the outer, the little like sharp point at the end of it. We're gonna basically do the same thing with the black, just, you know, inside of it and like a little bit smaller. So the way I'm making my eyes, I'm gonna start off with a circle and then kind of go along with how I did the outer of the eye and do that little sharp triangle at the tip of the eye so that it, you know, goes with it. So now we're gonna go in with the second eye, and we're basically gonna do the same exact thing with this eye, but as you can see with the baby blue that we use, there's like, it's like cut off because of the ear. So like we're gonna do the same thing with the black, because we got to make sure that it looks like his head is like turned in a way, you know, when he's doing this little dance move. So yeah, we're basically gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna cut it off by the ear so that later on when we do our little outline with the black, it's gonna look like his head's kind of turned. And this is the part where we're gonna be doing the outline, and you guys are gonna like understand what I mean by the head turn. But yeah, we're gonna start outlining his head, his crown leaf thing, his, you know, body, his little leaf skirt. We're gonna just outline everything and it's just gonna come together. Now I definitely would recommend always like thin lines are probably the best way to, you know, outline your characters or whatever you're going to design, draw, whatever. I think that when you outline, it's so much more realistic and just better when you outline thinner. It's also depending on what you do, but for example, this, you know, we're doing the stitch. In my opinion, the thin outline I think is what got me. I think is what, you know, I thought would look the best. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and outline the whole thing, and then I'll be right back. So now that we have finished the thin outline, which I think came out really good, we're gonna start finishing up his eyes, and we're gonna add the white to it, which I think brings the whole face kind of, you know, more together, especially when the mouth is finished. So yeah, we're just gonna do the eyes really quickly, and then we're gonna go in with this pink that I mixed together to get this color. to get his, for his tongue. So we're going to start shaping his tongue, and then we're going to go in with the teeth as well, just to finish up his like mouth look. Now that we finished the pink for the color, we're going to outline the little tongue so that it's more textured, and then we're going to start going in with the teeth. And I think the teeth came out really cute and adorable. So we're basically gonna do like triangle look, but we're gonna do a little to the side. Now when I did these, the two front teeth, I thought they looked cute and adorable. I did fix them because they look like buck teeth, but they were so adorable. But these teeth I think came out really good, really kind of realistic for the character. And yeah, so we're gonna go in with the teeth, and then the bottom we're gonna do a black outline for the bottom tooth so that you can kind of notice them more. This is where I was talking about the buck teeth, because as you can see I kind of started a little too close to the other tooth, but like I said, I did end up fixing it. But it kind of looked so cute, but I wanted it to be perfect. But yeah, so I kind of did it a little too close here. Look, you can kind of see it there, but it did end up coming out really good, and I honestly love the finish and the turnout of how it came out. So now that we have our top teeth layer finished, we're gonna begin to go in with the bottom teeth. And like I said before, we're gonna go in with the white before we start outlining with the black. We're gonna fill it in the white. I did go in with a little bit of black for the top to fix like the little buck teeth issue, but yeah, so I fixed that. And then now that we continue with the bottom, we're gonna do the outline of it so it looks more realistic for the character and the mouth and the teeth, if that makes sense. Now this is where we're gonna go with the outline, and as I've said before, thin lines are gonna be your best friend. So we're gonna go with thin lines, but if the tooth is like in the black already, it's not really necessary to use the outline. Now here we're going to begin to outline the lips. We're gonna start with the bottom, and then we're gonna go back in with the top so that the teeth don't look over the lips, the top lip. So after we're done outlining the lips, we're gonna go ahead and draw some legs on him. I know the example of the photo that we're using to draw him doesn't have any, the nails by Dev, but since we have the space, why not draw the legs? So we're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna outline it, and we're gonna start wrapping up the design. Now when I was doing the legs, I thought less was more, so all I did was do a little round on the feet, and then just like kind of dry it up underneath the little leaf skirt. Now we're going to go in with outlining the legs. That came out really cute and adorable. Even though her photo didn't have them, I drew them because we had the space. So we're outlining, and then we're going to go ahead and wipe our design, make sure everything's cured with alcohol, and make sure there's no mess. And we're going to top it off with top coat. So yeah, this is it. And we're about to see the end result. So as I was doing the design, I thought, would it look better with top coat or matte coat? So I'm going to show you here with top coat, which is so pretty and glossy. It honestly looks super good. Or if you would prefer matte coat, let me know which one you think is better. I prefer the matte coat, which you guys will see in just a moment. The gloss really looked really shiny and glossy, which is a Cooper top coat, which I love. Now we're gonna go in with the matte. I was kind of running out of matte top coat, but I ordered a new one. It came in. But here is the end result. I really hope this video helped for anybody wanting to learn how to do crazy designs. Hope this video helped. Thank you so much for watching.